Hi, this is Mike J. Welcome to the channel. What I want to talk about here today is Corvettes. 1LT package, Z51 package, Grand Sport. Excluding Z06 because the Z06 is going to have everything. Anyways, I recently just got my oil change last week on my 18 Camaro SS, the 6.2 liter LT1 motor that holds 10 quarts of oil. Well, guess what? My 1LT trim package 18 Corvette with the LT1 motor only holds 7 quarts of oil. And I always thought that, well, why is it 3 less? Well, because the 1LT Corvettes do not use a dry sump oil system. It is a conventional oil pan that you fill the oil and you check it on the block instead of through the dry sump system, the dipstick. Anyways, you figure these cars would be the same, but they're not. In fact, if you look underneath both of these cars, being that they're both base trim level, the oil pan is actually a little bit lower or hangs down lower or is a little bigger on the Camaro than it is on the Corvette. Well, all the SS's that has the LT1 motor is 10 quarts of oil. And on the Corvettes, the only ones that are 7 quarts is the 1LT package like mine that I bought. So therefore, if you opt for the Z51 package or the Grand Sport and the Z06, those don't even hold 10 quarts. They're 9.8 quarts. So I think with the dry sump is not exactly going to be the same as like the Camaro motor is. But then, of course, when you go with the base trim like what I have, it is only 7 quarts of oil. And it is filled with Mobil 1 synthetic 5W30 on the cap. It says it. Now on the Camaro, from what I was told, it is not filled with Mobil 1. It is filled with GM oil that is a full synthetic. So, a few things that I found out on the base model Corvettes is that there's a lot of things that it doesn't have that you would figure for a car $60,000 MSRP should have. One of those things is when you get the base model trim with the 1LT package, you don't get an alarm system in it as well. Now my base SS, 1SS, has an alarm system, okay? And another thing is that there is no oil coolers on the 1LT Corvette. My 1SS has oil cooler. Even my 16 base Mustang GT that I traded in had an oil cooler. And also the vents that are on the Corvette behind the driver and the passenger door, those vents on like the 1LT like I have back here does not have functional vents. In fact, if you take a good look at them, they're blocked off because it doesn't have tranny cooler and it does not have a diff cooler. So therefore, when you do go for the 1LT trim package on the Corvettes, there are a few of these performance goodies that the car just doesn't have. So the only way to get them is either if you go aftermarket or you go with a Z51 performance package. And of course, the Grand Sport will have them as well. Z06 is going to have all the goodies, but you're paying $100,000 for the car as well. But it's just one of those things that when you buy a Corvette, you know, I know that the base ones, you know, they don't sell a lot of them because generally Corvette buyers, they're going to have a lot of money and they're going to want the best one. I fell into a Corvette because of price. Because if it was full bore price, I wouldn't have been able to buy the car. It wasn't in my budget. But anyways, for what I'm going to be using the car for, I'm sure it's going to be plenty. But the thing is, my 1SS Camaro has probably got more high performance goodies on it due to the fact that it has a few of the things that my Corvette doesn't even have. And they're both base cars. So this is another thing is, the Camaro SS, being that it's a base car, is a hell of a bargain. You're getting a lot of stuff for very little money. And on the Corvettes, even the 1LT package trim level, the cheapest you're going to probably buy a 19 is probably around $52,000 after all the discounts and rebates. So for $52,000 for a base Corvette, all right, and what you can buy a Camaro for, it's a big chunk of change. And like I said, I bought mine for 45 grand. That's $7,000 difference between a 19 base Corvette versus mine. So that's why I bought it. Even though it being the color that I really did not like, it was a hell of a once in a lifetime deal. But anyways, the Chevrolet spec times 0 to 60 for the Corvette, they claim 3.7 seconds. Well, that's claimed upon, you know, at the right conditions, you know, in the prep track, I'm sure, temperature is right. And also they did it in the Z51 performance package car. So if they were able to get 3.7 seconds, and those of you know I did a video on mine, I got 4.3, you know, with the high weight gears. And that's another thing is the 1LTs get a taller gear. It is the only gear that the 1LT gets. All the others get a better aggressive gear. So therefore, if I was able to get the times that I got, that's not bad, because the car is about 500 pounds lighter, okay, than the Camaro. I have yet to test the Camaro for a 0 to 60 time, because I just figured out how to use the timer, believe it or not, in the Corvette. So anyways, I will be doing some pulls on the Camaro SS to see how well base car to base car matches up to what Chevrolet claims, and also to see what these cars will do if they're very comfortably, you know, the same amount of time that they can do it in, you know. But I will say that I think the Camaro is a little bit, just a smidget slower. But anyways, you know, I'm not kind of like, you know, I was kind of like disappointed that the Corvette had certain things that didn't have certain things that I wish it had. But nevertheless, you get what you pay for, and that's life. Anyways, if you like this video, please give me a big thumbs up. Please like, subscribe, tap the notification bell for future videos, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks for watching, and the Corvette's running great. We'll see you next one.